Hi friends, welcome to Learning from Docs. Today we'll learn Rust concepts in a simple way. Let's get started.
Enums and pattern matching. Say that a value is one of a fixed set of possibilities, and let the compiler make sure you handle every one. Defining an enum.
Structs group related fields together. Enums do the opposite. They say a value is one of a set of possible variants. An IP address is either version 4 or version 6, never both. That's an enum. Variants are namespaced under the enum with 2 colons. Both values share one type, so a single function can handle either. You can put data directly inside a variant, with no extra struct needed. Each variant becomes a constructor function. Better still, each variant can hold a different type and amount of data. That's something a struct can't do. This message enum shows all the shapes at once, no data, named fields, one value, and several values. Just like structs, enums can have methods and an input block.
The option enum.
Rust has no null. Instead, the standard library gives you option, an enum that encodes a value being either present or absent. It's the simple, and it's in the prelude, so you write some and none without importing anything. The type is inferred from the value inside some. For none you have to annotate it, since there's nothing to infer from. The payoff. Option of T and plain T are different types, so you can't accidentally use a missing value as a real one.
The match control flow construct.
Match compares a value against a series of patterns, and runs the code for the first one that fits. Think of a coin sorter. Each arm is a pattern, an arrow, and some code. Short arms need no braces. Patterns can bind to the data inside a variant. Here, state is pulled straight out of the quarter. This is how you get a value out of an option, match on both cases, and handle each one. Matches are exhaustive. Forget the none arm, and the code won't compile. That's what protects you from the billion-dollar null mistake. For everything else, bind a catch-all name if you need the value, or use an underscore if you don't. It always goes last.
Concise control flow with if let.
When you only care about one pattern, a full match is noisy. If let says the same thing in one line. Add an else for everything that doesn't match. It plays the role of the underscore arm. You trade away exhaustive checking for brevity. Let else binds in the outer scope, and forces the else branch to return early, so your happy path stays unindented. Next steps. Enums plus match give you exhaustive, type-safe choices. Up next, packages, crates, and modules.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss a new tutorial from Learning from Docs. See you in the next video.